Hello, my lovelies! How is it going? I have a match against RG Madao, also known as SP Madao, and it was a pretty cool match. Nice little PU match, and looking at his team, the main threat's going to probably be Electros and probably Gramble as well, actually. Gramble, when it gets set up with the Quick Feet and Facade, that kind of stuff, it's actually pretty damn powerful. Now, we both got a Shift Tree. I don't know what kind of Shift Tree he's going to be running, but, you know, Shift Tree can do some serious damage if left unattended, so got to watch out for that as well. Let's get into it. He's going to lead off with his Electros, and I lead off with Kecleon. I kind of thought either he'll lead with this or his Onyx, potentially. I kind of thought that, okay, I'd like to lead off with my Sandshrew, but in case his Electros has Aqua Tail, or if it's a special set, have Giga Drain, I really don't want to be in with Sandshrew, so gonna start off Kecleon. Now he makes a great play on the first turn here. I don't know if he predicted this, or he just predicted, like, any kind of physical attack, or Stealth Rocks maybe, I don't know, but he goes to Onyx, takes the T-Wave because he's ground type, obviously. Now, unfortunately, I can't do anything to Onyx. I don't have Aqua Tail. I have Drain Punch, but that would do negligible damage. Now I go to Sandshrew. He goes for Rocks, that's fine. I go for my Rocks. Knowing that he doesn't have a Spinner, I'd rather get up my Rocks before I go for Rapid Spin. This bit, I don't know what this bit is all about. Beedrill versus Sandshrew. Not really too much going on, just repeatedly setting up Toxic Spikes as I go for Rapid Spin. Like I said, don't know what that was all about, but now he goes to Mantine. Now Mantine, I definitely cannot touch him with Sandshrew, and I figure I don't think he'll go for a water move. I think he'll go for a Toxic. Now, why would you switch in an Eviolite Murkrow on a Toxic? I will show you, my friends, because this Murkrow has a secret weapon. Well, it's not secret, you've probably already seen it, but I have Psycho Shift, and I'm going to go for it now. Problem being is he has Protect, and there was a match a few times, like a few matches ago, where it was Alamamola versus Murkrow. He Toxics my Murkrow, that's fine. And I called the Protect, I called it, so I thought, right, foul play first turn, just to lull him into a false sense of security, then go for Psycho Shift. But this time, no, this time, he caught me there. Found out I have the Psycho Shift, and now he goes to Beedrill. I'm having none of that, so I'm going to go for foul play. That will take him out from there. I guess the great thing about foul play on Murkrow is, like, this is a max speed, max HP Murkrow. Kind of like the Lipid set I was running. And obviously, if you're Dark type, you're still going to benefit from the stab on foul play, so it's not bad. Like, it can definitely handle some threats if you need it to. Now I go to Sandshrew because it can take any physical attack, any in the world. I've never seen Sandshrew ever get OHKO'd by any physical attack. That is a fact, my friends. Granbull, yeah, takes a pretty good amount from the Earthquake. Now, I honestly thought he'd just stay in here and try and kill me, but just in case he tried to switch, I went for Knockoff, and it turns out it goes to Electros, which is fine. Get rid of those choice specs. Now, getting rid of specs is always sort of a double-edged sword. Like, he knows I'm going to switch here, so that was a great play. But, I mean, it's always sort of a double-edged sword. On one hand, yeah, they lose their power, and, you know, if they didn't want that power, they wouldn't have put specs on in the first place. On the other hand, it means you're vulnerable to switching up of moves, so yeah, you gotta be a bit careful what you do. So now I am in here with my SPO. I don't think Onyx can do anything to me. Looking back, it could have been potentially bad if he had Earthquake, because I'm now Electric type because of the, you know, weird color change mechanics, but now he Dragon Tails me out, goes into my Basculin, which is probably the worst thing an Onyx could possibly see. Now, Billy Bass here. Billy Bass is... This is kind of the start of my new obsession of, like, mixed Pokemon which have no speed investment. Swanna was kind of the start, actually. I had a Swanna with, like, max special attack, max attack, choice scarfed, no speed investment, and it worked kind of well. Now, I've also done this with Basculin, and I'm trying it with a Pikachu fairly soon. I think that could work pretty well. I'll show you that set fairly soon, but I mean, yeah, like, you have priority, you'll outspeed any wall anyway because your base speed is higher, and you can do some pretty good damage on both ends of the spectrum, so it kind of works. Now, Murkrow definitely did not appreciate that Leaf Storm. Luckily I took it. I mean, I didn't know what to expect from Shiftry, but I figured, you know, he definitely can't take up Murkrow in one hit. Now I roost up as he brings in the Electros. Now, I want to keep him around for longer, so I'm going to go to Sandshrew here. He does go for T-Bolt, but like I said earlier, knocking off his Choice Specs means he can easily switch up moves. Take me out with a Grass Knot, and I don't know why he has that over Giga Drain, but I guess there's certain cases where Grass Knot is going to do more damage, so fine, whatever. Now I bring back in Kecleon. Kecleon can take any special hits. It has base 5 million, special defense, I don't know. It's sky high. Very good. So pretty much, you get Recover, you get T-Wave, you get Foul Play, which, by the way, I called this switch. I thought, no. Definitely not having a free switch into Gramble. But Kecleon, I think, kind of one of the more overlooked special walls in the tier. It does get Stealth Rock, Foul Play, Fake Out, Sucker Punch. It's not bad in terms of its moveset, but I guess the one kind of disadvantage is it's really easy to manipulate it with its ability. You know, if you change it to Grass type and then you go in with, I don't know, a Flying type or whatever, you can easily do some good damage. So now, I could have gone for Recover, but I thought that would be a bit of a dick move, so I thought, okay, I'll just go for Drain Punch, get some health back, and, you know, try and do some damage to the Shiftry. I mean, Kecleon has base 90 attack, so it's not too bad. Go for another Drain Punch as he brings in the Electros. And like I was saying about Color Change a minute ago, for some reason, I don't know why, it didn't even occur to me that he would bring in Electros, and I know it carries Flamethrower, but it didn't occur to me that he would go for that. And obviously it's super effective, but by some miracle I actually lived that. Don't ask me how. And I take him out with a crit Foul Play. I think the crit mattered because he was a special attacker, so, you know, sorry about that, man. Feel pretty bad for that. Now he brings in the Mantine, and I don't want to switch in anything to a Mantine to Scald or whatever, so gonna stay in here. Obviously, because I'm now Fire type, he's gonna easily take me out with Hydro Pump. That's fine. Now, looking at the rest of his team, I think he has his Paralyzed Shiftry, which could potentially be carrying Sucker Punch, so, you know, it's not a complete, you know, walk in the park as far as dealing with Shiftry is concerned. So now I decide I'll go for Psycho Shift, because I think that was more just out of vengeance from earlier, really, than anything. It doesn't really benefit me too much, but I thought, no. If I'm going to try Psycho Shifting once, I'm going to try it again. Finally get the poison off, and I decide, okay, instead of just roosting up, there's kind of a quick way out of this. If I just go for Torment now, he'll go for Hydro Pump in case I go back into Combustion. So now, by going for Torment, he goes for Hydro Pump then, and therefore he can't go for Hydro Pump on the next turn. So even if a defensive Mantine by some miracle outspeeds a max speed Combustion, it might do. I think Mantine has pretty decent speed, and Combustion is definitely not the quickest of sweepers. Yeah, you know, it kind of saved me from the danger of a potential Hydro Pump, so yeah, that was kind of the plan there. So, knowing that he's only got this and a Shiftry left, I can just go for a Thunder Punch on this. Now I've got the +1 speed, I will definitely outspeed a defensive Mantine. Take him out. That's great, down goes the Mantine, and get my speed booster boost. Last up is Shiftry, and of course, it makes me feel sad to see Shiftry go down, but it had to be done. I do love Shiftry, great Pokemon, and another one of those Pokemon which can be a great kind of mixed sweeper, but I go for Sky Uppercut just so I can use that as the thumbnail, and that will be the game. So that was a great game. I mean, this guy, RG Madao, SP Madao, whatever you want to call him, he's a cool guy, makes some great videos, so definitely check him out if you haven't seen him already. And with that being said, I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.